Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Kuhulim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechacha, Badash, double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Waf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And as you can see, these two criminals, two fucking rejects, degenerates, man. It says, boy, 12, comes home from school to empty apartment after parents moved without telling him, right? And really, this is the boyfriend, so he's really not the parent, you know. But just this, what this shows you. Let me just grab a quick scripture of what Yahweh Shah was speaking of. When the disciples asked him what would be happening before his coming, or the end of this world, or the end of this age, or this time period, or this kingdom of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Matthew 24, let's just jump to the point, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So, you know, we're living in the last days. This is how you know we're in the last days, because people are heartless, man. Matter of fact, that's 2 Timothy. Let me just grab that real quick. And it speaks on the last days. Perilous times shall come. 2 Timothy chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It says, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. See? Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. Where's this lady natural affection? Because that's her son. Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Yeah, that's some serious fierceness there, man. Traitors. And yeah, that you know, mama a damn traitor, man. You a traitor to your son, man. Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but deny the power thereof, from such turn away. So it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. This will be the attitude of the people on the planet, man, before the Lord's coming. And you can't tell me that people don't act. All those attributes, people are just like that. You living with people like that in your house. If they're not into this truth and not calling on the names of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, that's the true names of the Father and Son. Yahweh meaning He exists is the Father's name, and the true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means that He's the Savior or Deliverer. If they're not calling on those names sincerely into this truth, then they fit those attributes, man. I was just named off in 2 Timothy chapter 3 right there. But it says, police said that when they got hold of his mom and boyfriend, the man complained at length about the boy, while his mother said she made arrangements for his uncle to pick him up. Well, why didn't you make arrangements for his dad to pick him up? Only the uncle had no idea, and the couple refused to give their new address. That's crazy, bro. And this guy complaining about now. You think that he would think twice about being with a bitch that would actually get rid of her son like that? Like, how do you think she's gonna treat you? You know? But some of these women know too, they fall for these doofy ass dudes. And they really will, do shit like this for a man, you know? Okay, but it says, a young boy in Texas came home to a shocking sight. His home had been completely emptied out, and his family had moved without telling him. He could be bad as hell, though. But damn, still, like, oh my. They sent him to his dad. Police in Corpus Cove responded to the unusual call on Friday and spoke with the 12-year-old child who had gone to a neighbor's house. The boy had shown the neighbor the empty apartment and told police that the couple had said they would all be moving at some point, but he had no idea it would be that day while he was at school. Crazy, bro. It's crazy work there. Oh yeah, this happened here in Detroit right here. Mother-son duo charged with murder of his teen girlfriend after body found in Bend. Yeah, they arrested their asses. Police were ultimately able to track down his mother, Erica Renee, Sanders and her boyfriend, Kevin Dwayne Adams, but it wasn't easy, according to the arrest affidavit reviewed by Fox affiliate. While the couple was reachable by phone, they would not give their new address. Even efforts by Child Protective Services to get a new address were unfruitful, as the couple reportedly refused to provide one. Sanders told police that they'd made arrangements with the boy's uncle to pick him up from the empty apartment, but they would not give the uncle's contact information. Police were ultimately able to obtain it themselves, but when contacted, the uncle had no idea what they were talking about. See? According to the affidavit, when they spoke with Adams, he complained at length about the boy. The neighbor at the apartment said that the couple had kicked the boy out of the house on multiple occasions in the past. So he's probably being disruptive, little fucking degenerate, little monster in the crib, probably. Who knows? After a 5.5 hours of effort to reconnect the boy with his mother and her boyfriend, both Sanders and Adams were ultimately tracked down, arrested, and charged with abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return. Yep. Damn, girl's body dumped at abandoned house, had not eaten in 2 weeks before his death, zip tied in corner. Yeah, man, a lot of shit going on out here. Gotta be circumspect, man. Pray without ceasing. A lot going on out here, man, in this world. But let's get some scriptures on, because I gotta go with the mom on this. I mean, even this nigga though. But you're the actual parent, man. And she probably done kept that little boy from his dad all his life, man. And she's probably, you know what, when she moved, without taking the little boy with him, she's probably getting food stamps off of him. She's probably going to continue with the food stamps. She probably actually, moved into a Section 8 housing with this clown. Probably still going to collect probably child support too if she had the father on child support. She probably collecting all that and was like, well, we're going to leave this low ass. That's crazy though, man. Well, let's just get the scriptures. Let me go to the blue letter on this one. But those are the curses too. Let me get the curse real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's see. Well, it's already in Lamentations, so let me go with it. I think it's in chapter 3 here. Nope, maybe not. Is it chapter 4? Oh, yeah. Chapter 4. Let me start at verse 2. Lamentations 4 and 2. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, which there would be the precious daughters of Zion as well. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? So, Jake them fell off, man. In the NLT it says, see how the precious children of Jerusalem, worth their weight in fine gold, are now treated like pots of clay made by a common potter. Verse 3 was the point that I wanted to get, though. Even the sea monster draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. And it's a precept to this in Job, I think it is. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, man, Eve is treacherous, man. Oh, well, here's that curse right here. It's right here in Deuteronomy. Chapter, let me just jump to the point. I'm going to get verse 56. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughters. Yeah, man. Bad. That's serious work there, man. There's the one in Job. Like the ostriches in the wilderness. Job 39 and 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. So, a lot of, scriptures be describing Eve, man, as a damn ostrich, because it's a real dumbass bird, but Yeah, that's serious work though, man. You know what I'm saying? To treat your child like that, man. But that's them curses that we're under. Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. It gives you that rundown on them curses. Now, yeah, the kid could have been bad. You know what I'm saying? Because little young Jake these days, man, they unbearable to live. A lot of them are just monsters, man. In these homes, they terrorize the cribs, man. So she's probably like, I'm out. But still, like, you still have to be responsible. Like, goddamn, bitch, you know, because I'm pretty sure she probably know where the dad at, unless the dad is deceased or something like that. It's still kind of that's just wicked as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? The boy come home in the fucking apartment. Imagine that. Imagine that. You come home to your crib and your shit just empty. Everybody that moved up, that moved out. The rent ain't even paid. So they had been planning that shit for quite some time. Like, yeah, we gonna get it. Imagine that shit though. You pillow talking with this nigga about leaving your son. That's your boy Eve is man. Hey, that's why what the apostles been saying. The nigga woman, man, and leave her ass alone. This nasty work right here. But look at her. You can't expect no. Look at her. Look at her. You can just see in her eyes this bitch is just wicked as hell, bro. And then look at this nigga. This who she ran off with to leave her own child, man. Nasty work. Anyway, I didn't want to keep this long. I just kind of seen this was like, God damn, bro. But hey, we're living in the last days, man. This is where it's at, man. You can't. This is flood behavior. Can't get around it, man. So I'm gonna end out there. Pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Sha'Allah and a Baba Ball.